Hard times, we all need someone to lean on, and in this case, Middle Georgia children have the opportunity to join Camp Wings. And here to talk about Camp Wings is Tim Poole. So good morning to you, Tim.
Good morning.
So we're talking about Camp Wings. It's a grief camp for children.
Right.
So kind of give us that background. How did it start?
Well, we've been serving the Middle Georgia area with hospice services for the past 30 years, and one of the things that we noticed many years ago is that kids are going through a very difficult time after losing a loved one, and sometimes they don't know exactly how to deal with that grief effectively. And so we thought, you know, what would really be helpful is to do an outreach to the kids to help them to know how to deal with that grief, and that they're not alone, they're not, you know, by themselves in this whole situation, and to give them a little support in dealing with that.
Absolutely. So this is the 14th year. You're just telling me this is an annual event.
That's right.
And you deal with all types of kids. You have about 30.
Right.
So how many volunteers do you have working with these kids, and what type of problems are these kids going through that they face each year?
Campers varies, usually somewhere between 25 and 40 every year, so I say, you know, around 30. But it takes usually about 100 volunteers to help pull this off. And we'll pick a local camp, and we'll do outdoor activities, some therapy, some group sessions. And we found out that the kids really respond to this because they see that they're not the only one here in this group that's going through this whole thing.
Right.
They'll see that there's 25 or 30 other kids that are there for the same reason they are.
So they have somebody to count on, literally.
Yes, yes. They've got the group there that they can hear other kids talking about their feelings, how they're feeling, but they have the opportunity to do that one-on-one with a buddy and with, you know, their group leader, which is divided into 3 groups by age.
And these are trained volunteers.
That's right.
Trained staff members. And you have therapy sessions, as you were saying.
Right. We've got licensed professional counselors and social workers and chaplains who help to kind of help and oversee the therapy element of it all. But the kids get to do more than just that. They get to get out and have some fun too, with horseback riding, arts and crafts, and we've got a low ropes course this year, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, that sounds like it's going to be a great time. What exactly do you want these kids to leave with and walk away with?
We want them to walk away feeling with more hope than what they had before. Sometimes the kids don't know how to deal with losing maybe a mom or a dad or a grandparent, and they just kind of get reserved and don't really know how to you know, talk about their feelings or whatever.
Right, normal human
Exactly,
instincts.
and we want them to be able to talk about it and say, Mama, I know that I lost Daddy, but it's going to be okay, and we're going to be able to make this. We want them to feel some hope so that they can continue on. And so I think it's even neat that even with the camp that we're using, Camp John Hope in Fort Valley, even kind of goes along with what we're hoping to get out of the whole effort.
So Camp Wings represents hope.
It does. Hope for these kids to be able to help them with after they've gone through a hard situation.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Tim, for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Camp Wings is open to children 6 years old through 16, and it starts on November 7th and ends on the 9th. There is a $10 registration fee, and you can log on to 41nbc.com for more information.